This is Jeremy, a mild-mannered shoe salesman who one day realized that his life was, well, kind of bland. He needed an identity, something that would set him apart from all of the other losers at the mall. So now he dresses up like Sonic the Hedgehog and spreads the word of Sega. I might have gone with Knuckles, but that's just me. Jeremy embodies the spirit of Super Play, the single best Nintendo-focused magazine of all time. Sure, he may be dressing up as the competition, but he has the same drive that made this UK magazine worth buying. Super Play was so good that I actively sought out the magazine at a local import shop, and I didn't even care about the price gouging. If American gamers knew just how good their UK counterparts had it, they would have never settled for the Super NES Buyer's Guide. Launched soon after Nintendo's 16-bitter, Super Play found itself in a weird position. You see, the monthly publication had been passed over as the official licensed Nintendo magazine, which meant Super Play, like Jeremy, had to find its own niche. They opted for international coverage, with an emphasis on the type of role-playing games that normally didn't make it to Europe. Unable to use the Nintendo name, the editors chose Super Play, a not-so-subtle nod to the Super NES. The logo sports a strange circle between the U and P and the translation of the name in kanji, both designed to sell the magazine's international vibe. The pages were filled with reviews of games the editors had imported from Japan and the United States, which often resulted in Super Play being the first to review most big releases. The reviews were often long and presented in a colorful layout. Much like every other UK magazine at the time, Super Play used a percentage system. They reviewed just over 600 games across 47 issues, with an average score of 69%. The top reviewed games included Street Fighter II Turbo, Super Mario All-Stars, and Super Street Fighter II, all which received 96%. The magazine's lowest scoring games were Pit Fighter at 14%, Time Cop at 15%, and American Gladiators at 16%. But the real reason to love Super Play was for the covers. Instead of using company art like so many other magazines, Super Play hired Wil Overton to create some of the best covers of all time. Month after month, Wil turned some of the biggest video games into manga-influenced works of art. They're incredible. Even as the popularity of the Super NES began to wane, Super Play was able to turn out a high-quality product 12 times a year. The magazine said goodbye in September 1996, only to reappear as N64 Magazine 1 year later. After that, it was succeeded by NGC Magazine, which later relaunched as N-Gamer. While most of the magazines I've talked about this month have been long forgotten, Super Play still has a sizable fan base online. With the gorgeous artwork, and a specialized focus on niche adventure games, it's easy to see why this remains so highly respected. If American magazines had been even a fraction as interesting as Super Play, the series of videos would have been a lot less painful to endure. Hey, don't leave now! We're going to be talking about different magazines every single day between now and Christmas. That's 29 episodes looking back at classic game magazines. So don't forget to subscribe and check out those other videos. See you tomorrow!